So you can see it is Tropical Storm Zeta. It's actually died down a little bit, so hopefully it's moved on. But it has been pouring and howling all night. So we will be doing our cardio in the gym today. So this is the app I use. It is called Headspace, and I'll just do 10 minutes this morning, and then I'll do my breathing exercises and get going to cardio. Ready to meditate, sir?
Ready to meditate, Michelle. Even our boy Lucky right here is ready to meditate.
All right, let's do this. Let's get enlightened. For cardio, I use this cream, Lipo 6. It freaking burns. It's really good. And I'm just gonna put it on my abs, especially my lower abs, which are the last to come in, and also this back area here. And people ask me about, waist trainers for losing belly fat, and honestly, diet is your best bet. This is just an extra for the stage. Without this waist trainer, I'd have great abs just for every day, but to get on stage, I'm trying to just do everything I can to have a smaller waist and more definition. I'm also using this, again, I showed you that last video, the Slim Tum, and I really love the fit. It's super easy to clean, and I am already I started on the first ratchet, and now I'm on to the second ratchet, and I'm hopefully gonna hit the third ratchet soon. See you for cardio. We are at Tulum Strength Club, our gym here in Algazama, Tulum, and we've got some people training here this morning. It's normal during a storm that we lose electricity and water. So we have electricity at the house, but we lost our water and internet. And here at the gym, we've got nada, we've got nothing. So we're gonna train in the dark. I am doing 60 minutes of cardio. So I like to break it up because 60 minutes on one piece of equipment just sucks. So I'm gonna do the first 15-20 minutes on the rower. I'm gonna do some intervals as well. I'll show you a little bit about that. It's just 20 seconds of hard work followed by 40 seconds of more steady state. And I'll rip out 15 intervals like that. And then we're gonna go for a run, hopefully, if it's not raining. And then I'll do some assault bike. And if it's still looking pretty good, we'll hop on the bicycles and just do we'll just finish off the cardio with an outdoor bike. And that just keeps my mind fresh. I'm super lucky. My husband, JJ, two-time champion, is my training partner. So he's always there staying positive and pushing me. And that's my cardio. And of course, I'm wearing my waist trainer with the Lipo 6. So my waist is already burning. And I get a lot of sweat happening there, a lot of blood flow, a lot of heat to that area. And I expect to have the tiniest waist on stage this year. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Right, so we just rocked out our cardio with this bad boy.
This bad girl.
And I'm starving, so we're gonna go eat, do a little bit of work on the computer, and then come back and train. I got legs today, and I'll share with you a couple of exercises. I'm gonna hit squats, hopefully for a heavy set. Yeah, let's get to it. So my workflow is I get the cardio done. I usually check my emails first thing, my messages rather on True Coach first thing before I head out to do the cardio, make sure there's no emergencies. Cardio, come back, eat, answer my True Coach messages, and then I head back to the gym and get my workout done. So that's sort of how the morning goes. And I have the most energy, I feel the best, my mood, everything in the morning, my brain is still sharp. until about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock at night. So I just hammer in the morning. I just hammer as much work as I can, especially when it comes down to programming, any kind of creative decisions. I want to get those done at least before 2 o'clock, and that works really well for me. So that's how I survive the grind of the last few weeks of contest prep. And for sure, it is a grind. I get fatigued, I get tired, but just scheduling yourself a little bit better, like the way I'm doing it, getting up, I get up at 5 in the morning and start to get work done. It really, really helps stay on top. Welcome back, guys, to 5 weeks out, my second YouTube video. I hope you liked the first one. It was my first YouTube video, so hopefully it's just gonna get better from now on in. So yeah, I'm in the middle of my 5th week out of the Miami International Pro-Am show. We have a great team with Tulum Strength Club, also getting ready for that show. A couple of pros and a lot of amateurs, coached by Jean-Jacques Barrett and myself. So that's gonna be really great. And some of them are actually arriving in a few weeks. My mom, Joan, the Train with Joan, is arriving on Friday, and we will be picking her up at the airport. So that's also really exciting. Yeah, so things are going really great. The diet's hard for sure. Cardio got increased to 60 minutes. My coach, Shelby Storms, wants me to get ready earlier rather than later. So hopefully he's gonna be happy with my check-in on Friday, and I'll share that with you guys in this video. And yeah, so I've been already hitting my lower weight that I just hit at the very end of last week. So I'm hitting that already, my low weight. And this is where the body really starts to change and tighten. So when you first get that low weight, your skin might be a little bit loose, a little bit crepey, but then as you stay there, there's some really great body recomp that happens, and you just kind of tighten up. The skin kind of saran wraps around the muscles, that body fat gets melted away, and you start looking more and more 3D. So hopefully that's going to come through in my check-in video with you, which I'll share with you in this video coming up on Friday, and a few more low-carb days under my belt. Enjoy the video.
I woke up feeling like this gonna be my day. I got that popping fire every step I take. Living that wild life, not stopping out no way. Just seeing green lights, won't never touch the brakes. Let me tell you something. 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 Got a real good feeling. Got a real good feeling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known.
Leg day is going down really well. Just finished a couple of hard sets of leg curls, 120 pounds for a couple sets of 6 with a 3010 tempo. Did leg press, calf raises, some tempo sumos, and now I'm warming up for my squats, which are feeling really good. And the J is squatting with me. So let's see if I can hit 200 for a couple hard sets of 4. Let's get to it.
This place is jumping off hard as it can get. No, we won't ever stop dancing. No.
So that went super well. The first set I felt a little bit short, so I went back in determined to really sit down. It felt like I was sitting my ass on the grass, but as it turns out, I just hit parallel, so I am really happy with that 200. It's been a while since I've squatted that much, and now I need to get some volume in. I'm gonna do some high bar squats, really focusing on my quads and more narrow stance, and dropping the weight down to 135, yeah, 165 pounds, and I'll do 2 sets of 10 just to get that volume in. I get finished with some step-ups, some dumbbell step-ups, and, split squats and leg press AMRAPing, just pumping my quads, making sure I'm getting that volume in. All right, so totally guessed that one wrong. 165 was a no-go. I have not done high bar squats in a while, so I dropped the weight down to 135, and even the last couple of reps at 135 were slow. So, but it doesn't matter the weight I'm lifting. I just want to feel my quads on fire and my glutes. So last set coming up.
I woke up feeling like this gon' be my day. I got that poppin' fire every step I take. Living that wild life, not stopping out no way. Just seeing green lights, won't ever touch the brakes. Let me tell you something. 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 Got a real good feeling. Got a real good feeling. Like there is life deep in my bones. Got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known. Got a real good feeling.
All right, as you can see, I am done. I am cooked. And compared to last week's video, last week I did 192 for sets of 6, 2 sets of 6, and this week I did 200 for 2 sets of 4. I am hoping to hit 225 for a single, but we'll see, as always, how the diet's going. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this leg session, and I'm off to eat. I have finished eating, plowed through work, and now I'm gonna head into town. I've got to get these nails cleaned up. They have not been touched in 2 weeks, and they are falling apart. So I'm gonna get all this polish removed and just let them breathe for a bit. I'm gonna have to go to the long nails for stage, so I'll probably get those done in a couple of weeks. But I just gotta get in and clean these up. And it's not raining right now, and I still have 15 minutes of cardio to do, so I'm gonna bike into town and count that towards my cardio. All right, so this is Tulum town, and as you can see, some people wearing masks, some people not wearing masks. I think a lot of American tourists are down here escaping the restrictions from back home. So I am getting my steps in. I parked a few blocks away from the salon, and now I'm walking back and I'm heading back home. I've got some Zoom calls with clients, my team, my coaching team, the Wonder Woman. I'll see you back at the house. This is one of my favorite shops, Shalom, and I'll take you on inside so you can see some of the magic. And down this street is Keep Out Coffee, and another one of my favorite shops, which is Callus Tulum, where I buy most of my Tulum beachy clothes. Let's head over. And it is closed right now, but you can see it's pretty cool. Lots of cute jewelry and just beachy Tulum clothes. All right, I gotta get back. Let's get on the bike and get the last bit of cardio in.
We don't need to change much here.
Okay.
I think we reconstruct the tape because when you just fix it here, then there's the density on this. So
What's happening, everybody? I am at the gym, just finished cardio, did a bunch of True Coach messages and training my bench with the husband, and feeling really good today. I hit 4 sets of 4 at 130, which is a huge volume PR for me. And I gotta tell you, it helps so much when you can bench or train, period, with somebody who is better than you. They always will help you level up. And I'm just really grateful that I get to train with Joan. He's a 2-time WBFF champion, fitness model, male model, and his technique is out of this world. Morning, guys. It's now Thursday, and I just came back from a beautiful 1-hour cardio session to the beach. Key-bought, grabbed a coffee with my man, and I'm starving, so I'm gonna have my pre-workout. It's always the same: half an English muffin, some tomato, lettuce, 1 slice of light American cheese. Yes, I'm addicted to processed cheese. I love it. It melts. It's delicious. And I'm just whipping up some chicken. So we have our protein prepped in the fridge. We've got a big whack of salmon, big whack of chicken breast, and lean beef, 95% lean beef. And I just rotate through that, plus some canned tuna. That's my protein sources, basically. A little bit of protein powder and some 0% yogurt. Those are my protein sources. I just rotate through those. So I set that meal plan up, and I just run that meal plan every single day of the week, except for, if I get a high carb day, that really doesn't change. And my everyday pre-workout is this sandwich, and I will put that in the description below. So we're gonna head to the gym. I'm gonna slay a back workout and some glutes as well. So posterior chain, some heavy rack pulls. I'm hoping to hit, God, I think it's 220 today, maybe even 225 if it's feeling good. Some pull-ups, some hip thrusts. I'm gonna hit 315, so that's 3 plates on both sides. I'm really excited about that. And I'm also going to send in a posing video, working on my front pose for my posing coach, Toby Harrison. He's been my posing coach for, I think 4 years now. And I'm also gonna be taking my progress photos for Shelby, my prep coach. And I'll show you what that looks like. I send him my check-in tomorrow, but the light's really good, midday, so I'm gonna take the photos today, and then that will go on my check-in for tomorrow, and hopefully he's gonna be happy with progress. I'll be 4 weeks out on Saturday, so I'll see you at the gym. at the gym, and I'm just about done my first exercise, which is a superset, landmine rows and medals rows. I am feeling fatigued, so usually once I get started, I'm feeling really good. You know, the blood's pumping, the CNS is kicking in, but I am feeling fatigued, so I don't know. We're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna try to hit those heavy rack pulls and heavy hip thrusts, but of course, it all depends on the diet. I am on my 6 day now at 40 grams of carbs, so it is getting tough. It is a grind. Let's get to it. I really want to get my shins pretty vertical here. Have to start to pull. I can't take the slack out because I'm on racks here, but I'm still gonna get real tight. Brace to breathe. So that's the first set done. Again, I love these ones. They are a skilled lift. It's the top, you know, the first, I guess it's the 3/4 of a deadlift. You can't take the slack out of the bar. It's on the rails. So it's very challenging. You gotta make sure that you are using your legs and your glutes as well as your back in this, so you stay safe. But I love it. It's very powerful. It's definitely gonna be fast twitch dominant, hitting my muscles really hard. And again, the name of the game here in the prep is maintaining tissue. I'm not trying to build tissue, you know, even though it looks like I'm getting more muscular, to be honest, I'm not. I'm losing weight. I weigh less now than I did in last week's video, but just the fat's going away, so you're just seeing the shape of the muscles a bit more, they're popping more. So I'm not trying to build muscle here, I'm just trying to maintain my fast twitch, my slow twitch. I'm trying to maintain any muscle that I have put on in my super long build last winter.
All right, Michelle, so what do we do next?
I'm gonna do 1 AMRAP with pull-ups, wide grip pull-ups. I'm pretty tired, but hopefully I'll get 12.
Okay. That was 11, right?
Was it 11?
11 or 12?
Yeah, 12.
Champ.
I'm gonna do some banded back extensions now. Another great transitional exercise, so it is some back, but I'm really focusing here on my glutes. So I'm gonna think a lot about just hip thrusting the bench. And of course, at the top of the extension, I'm gonna get some extra resistance from this rubber band. So just loop it around here, and you'll put this around my neck, and go at it. So now I'm at hip thrust. I'm doing 4 sets of 8 heavy, and then I'm gonna finish the last set with an AMRAP, just to get, you know, as much volume in as possible on my glutes. And I just want to point out, you know, for me, the hip thrust, number one, I'm gonna get them really tight and get really close to that back rest there. 2, I'm gonna brace and pack my lats. So when I lock the hips out, you're gonna see that I'm very, very tight to the core. I'm not loose at all. And in fact, when I bring the weight down, I also stay tight. So just like I'm gonna deadlift or squat, I just get tight, I just stay tight. And you know, I'm not necessarily going to feel my glutes in this heavier work. That's not the point. You know, I'm not building up lactate in these sets of 8. I'm really just trying to like pound away against those fast twitch muscles, staying powerful and staying explosive. So let's get to it. Standing hamstring curls just to finish my glutes and hammies. I've been doing these a lot. I recommend them a lot of my videos. You're gonna see that I'm keeping my hip in extension. That's gonna hit the glute. If you don't have your hips in extension, which is the action of the glute, you're missing out on training your glutes with these. And I'm really gonna load the hamstring. So just notice how I contract and hold it at the flex position each rep. Okay guys, thanks for joining me on my back and glute session. I'm gonna zip into a Zoom call now with a client who's also competing at the Miami show, Ashley. We're gonna work on some of her posing and then I'm gonna do my posing. To pop the glute, you actually relax it and then you drive the thigh bone, the femur. So you relax the glute and then you push the femur through, yes, and it stretches and creates that circular roundness to the glute. So you really step and twist. And also, I don't know, hon, I think that left foot, there we go, break that ankle, that back ankle. Scoop it up. Now, yeah, good, there we go, nice. Can you scoop that belly more? Can you vacuum that belly more? Okay, so exhale and then apnea. Twist your hip, hon. Twist the hip to me. Let's see that glute pop. Apnea. Good, okay. guys, it is Saturday, which is going to wrap up this week of prepping for the Miami show. Next week starts 4 weeks out, and I'm a bit pinched for time because Mom is arriving today in Cancun, so we got to head out there. So Jane and I slammed 30 minutes of cardio. I'm fitting in workflow, fitting in my pre-workout meal, and I'm gonna slay some hamstring work, which does include heavy deadlifts. And then we're in the car. Hopefully, I'll have time to rinse off at home, and we're in the car. We're gonna head to Cancun. So I'll share with you a quick little bit of my workout, and then we'll catch up with Mom. So it's feeling really good. The warm-ups really kind of flew. I was feeling a little bit of a twinge in my hamstrings from the heavy rack pulls that I did a couple days ago on posterior chain day, but this is feeling pretty good. So I'm giving myself the option. 2 sets of 4 at 210 will be the same as what I was doing a couple of years ago when I was powerlifting. So that's really good on a diet. But if I'm feeling good, I'm going to go for 2 sets of 6, and that will be a nice volume PR for me. And I want to add in, as a coach, something that I see with deadlifts is as the weight becomes heavier, people actually become less tense. And in fact, you want to do the opposite. So the heavier the weight gets, the more total body tension that you want to create. And what I think about is at the start of the lift, I want to really take the slack out, get super tight, kind of like a rocket ship about to launch. And then when I can't create any more tension, I stand up. So taking the slack out of the bar, creating maximal body tension as the weight gets heavier. And as I'm working through the set, I'm not gonna speed it up. I'm gonna make sure those last sets, which are always a bit of a grinder, that I brace extra hard, okay?
All right, Michelle, so excited to get your mama?
I am. This is going to be the longest. She's been with us 6 full months. We got shoots with Kai York lined up. We got a trip to Miami. She's going to come join us. She's going to see me on stage.
Nice.
Celebrating my 50th in Miami. That's going to be super fun. Christmas, New Year's. We got a retreat in February. Sold out retreat. I'm going to be a part of that. So it's going to be a really, really great 6 months with her. I'm really looking forward to it. At Starbucks, I brought my meal with me. This is just salmon, and I'm limiting my vegetables now to lettuce greens, celery, and cucumber. Got a little Americano with a splash of hot milk. Jay, of course, also on point.
Yes, and it's gonna be so awesome to see your mom. Can't wait to see her. Excited. Who is this? Look who's here! Trouble!
Oh my God!
All right, good idea. See, do you want to put this in the car and then come back?
I got that popping fire every step I take. Living that wild life, not stopping out no way.
What's happening, y'all? It is now Friday, and finished my cardio here at Kiva, bike to Celine on the beach, and then back here, the whole circuit is an hour. So today, it's a day off from training, and I'm going to be taking my progress photos to send to Shelby, as well as doing a posing video for Toby, and doing some errands in Playa, wrapping up a really good work week. So follow me on my journey today.
Got a real good Got a real good
How do you feel, Michelle?
It's very, very hot,
It's very hot.
but I feel younger already.
Ah, there you go. All right, Michelle, so what did we just done?
I'm at Ageless Clinic here in Playa, and I'm just getting some a technique called radio frequency.
Okay.
It's quite hot actually, and hopefully will just help improve my skin quality. So I'm in Playa and I'm on prep, and so I just whipped up my yogurt, protein powder, and almond butter to go. It's a really easy meal. I eat it usually my meal 3 every day. So those, the measurements: 180 grams of 0% Faye, 11 grams of Woman's Best ISO whey protein powder, and 11 grams of almond butter. That's in my head. Very easy to whip up. And then as I was in the car, I checked my email messages from my coach Shelby, and he's asked me to take my high carb today. So even though I had started out doing my regular low carb day, I'm just gonna switch gears and switch into my high carb day, which is 160 protein, 280 carbs, and 60 grams of fat. And so that means just going into my macros app and just adjusting it. So I'm adding a Starbucks bagel, I'm taking out the later meals and swishing in some tacos. I'm gonna have a big bowl of rice. So just so easy to still nail your macros even on the fly, and also being really, really flexible and able to adjust to whatever your coach wants you to do. I know sometimes I have clients that want their macros like a month in advance, and which doesn't make sense, right? Because your body's adjusting, and really you want to be able to make, as a coach and as an athlete, those detailed adjustments as they come up, as they're needed. So hope that helps you guys. All right, guys, we're here at Gazzo's, and I'm trying to find a new bicycle because Mom's coming, and so I need a bike.
Buenos dias. Yeah, it's a bicycle shop.
Híjole, está por llegar con este tema del coronavirus, no está ahí, no, todavía no tenemos. Está por llegar a partir.
Okay, so what do fitness model do while waiting at Starbucks?
We practice.
Half turn to the back. Oh, yes. That's it.
Alright guys, I'm at Starbucks. I've had a bagel which I've already planned in my macros, and I'm gonna bump it up by adding this entire jar of jam, 20 grams of jam. It's as simple as that. It's time to send in a check into my coach, Shelby, so I'm going to be setting myself up over here, and I'll show you how I do it. I'm using a magnetic camera case, and this little sucker, I'm gonna set it up about waist height or hip height. And this is so easy. This is a selfies case. I think there's probably a few different cases out there, but this is just so convenient. And I flip the screen, make sure my camera's clean, and then choose video and start to play. Bye. And then all I'm gonna do is set myself up on the far wall and take a video, and then I'll capture a pose from that video, and that's what I'm going to send to Shelby so he knows how I'm progressing and if he needs to change my cardio or increase my calories. Alright, so I'm not going to just stand there, I'm going to be flexing, showing my quad development. I also want to make sure that he can see that my abs are starting to come in, the belly, the skin at the belly is becoming quite thin. So the first thing I'm going to send him is just this one, showing him my shoulders and my chest, and then a double bicep. And then I gotta turn around to the back and show what's going on there. Making sure as best as I can that the lighting's good, and I'm showing him what I'm seeing in the mirror. And that is totally different from how I'll be posing on stage, and of course very different from the posing video that I have to send now to my posing coach, Toby. gonna whip up a quick high carb meal, 150 grams of cooked white rice, 50 grams of lean beef, and just a little bit of spinach, a pack of xylitol, and some soy sauce. And then I gotta go do a Zoom call with my gals. We're my TWW transformation groups. And it's just, like I said, it's been a very busy day. Partway through the day, Shelby changed my macro, so I'm getting into high carbs. I'm a little bit behind. I usually would start a high carb day at 6 a.m. in the morning with some starch. So, and I don't want to eat all that starch late at night, so I'm trying to get it in now, and I'll finish off a little bit later with some tacos at Chapaneca with Jay. And I just, pivoting is a really important skill to master. There is, as I always say, there's always a way to win. If you have your RES, your mindset turned on to winning, to finding a way through an obstacle, it actually is like a game. It's tons of fun. And you will find a way. You'll find out that you're far more resourceful than